Let's go ahead and close our last proposed option. So now we get a look at the dashboard just with the plan groups and headers. All right, notice that along with employer costs, we're able to toggle total cost. Right, and again, really what we want you to be able to start to see here is how it's going to look to have our scenarios built out for employers in the dashboard. Now, in further training, we'll start to talk about how we're able to compare these things and introduce our reporting options so we can start to show some side-by-side comparisons of different plan designs and different plan groups, and how reporting will really supplement the dashboard in terms of that presentation. Right? But the idea here is if we look at all these different plan group options, we really are only using 3 different medical plans: the 2,000 base, the 1,000 buy-up, and the alternate 4,000 HSA plan. But how all these proposed options really represent how we're able, by rolling in premium share and funding components into the dashboard discussion, be able to make decisions not just based on total insurance premium cost, but really be able to make decisions, again, based on that information employers said they needed. What's the cost to the company or organization, and how are employees impacted, both in terms of claims exposure and in terms of cost? All right, so this is a lot to go through. This is going to be a new process. This is going to be a change in thinking compared to how we analyzed information in our spreadsheets, and that's really going to be part of the learning curve. We're going to be able to help you get through that learning curve, right? So now that we've been able to see this, we really need you to be able at this point to kind of look past the learning curve and really start to understand how this is going to be an improved client experience as you work with your clients and guiding them to renewal decisions, and how being able to pull all this information in live and make those adjustments in real time is really going to help them get to decisions faster and have more confidence in their decisions since they have access to all of the information that they want. Now, the next step is to really take these concepts and dive in and start building out your actual employer groups. So find a renewal, either upcoming or past, and let's get in there and start adding plans and starting to work through current and renewal and proposed options. Now, you're going to have questions along the way. We can't cover everything, and especially every type of use case that you might have with clients. But you're going to reach out to support@dynamuscorp.com, and we'll keep you moving forward. So by entering in your employer groups, that's really where you start to understand the system. And while walking through this case study kind of end to end introduces you to the key concepts and the terminology and where to click, it's really that repetition of building out groups that's going to allow you to really get proficient. So at first, this may take a little more time than your spreadsheets did in terms of it's something new we have to learn. But you're going to find after you're ramped up and become efficient in this, start to take advantage of all the shortcuts, you're going to be able to prepare your employer's presentation in a fraction of the time that it would have taken with spreadsheets and be able to incorporate in all these components. So as a parting thought, I want you to think about this case study and think about how you would have done this with spreadsheets, how we could have got the employer to that decision, move to a high deductible plan, incorporate in both HSA and HRA funding, look at it from a budget perspective, be able to have access and how those changes impact employee and employer. I want you to think about how long it would have taken to build out enough spreadsheets to guide to this decision, and how many meetings it would have taken to be able to work through all of the different components in here. So that's really where Dynamis comes in. So hopefully everyone can kind of see the value that we're bringing to our clients. It's also going to be differentiation that we can leverage to write new business, and how agencies have been able to really recognize this improved client experience and be able to incorporate that into their sales and messaging, and have really discovered that this is a difference maker and that it really plays into the upside when we're asking employers to fire their broker and hire us. This improved client experience is just another upside that helps make those decisions possible. So that really concludes our case study tutorials. You're ready to start entering in your own employer groups. And again, please reach out to support@dynamuscorp.com with any questions that you might have. Thank you. We look forward to